Hi, I'm Nick Schade at Kayaks. I'm continuing with part 2 of my skin-on-frame Micro Bootlegger Sport build. Today I'm cutting parts. After arranging the parts in Vectorworks, I exported a DXF file and brought it into VCarve, the CAM program for my ShopBot. Here I generate tool paths and added tabs to secure the bits in place as the parts were cut. On the ShopBot, I start by zeroing everything. First the X and Y axes by letting the tool find its limit switches, then with the zeroing plate on the table. The tool senses when it touches the plate. I then load up my plywood. My ShopBot has a 24 by 48 inch work surface, so I cut my plywood into quarters. A few screws in each corner secure the material in place. I use a 1/4 inch downcut carbide router bit to cut the parts. The downcut action helps press the material in place. The router takes 2 passes to cut through the 9mm plywood. Cutting the tabs that hold the parts gives me something to do while the machine works. Digging a 1/4 inch wide slot into plywood makes a lot of dust very quickly. In this slow motion view you can see the tool pump out the chips and fling them around. I generally keep my dust collection boot in place to contain the mess. The short thin tabs are easily cut to remove the parts. The combing lip is cut from 4mm Akume. My plan is to mount the combing on a sill that will serve as the combing recess. The perimeter gets punched full of holes for sewing on the skin. After the frames have all been cut, I round over all the edges that won't be touching a stringer. This will make the frame smoother to touch and help protect the edges. Last spring I rough cut a bunch of cypress. I'll be using this material for the stringers. First I clean up one face. I haven't got a big enough shop to keep all my tools in a place where I can deal with full-length strips, so I need to move the required tools in and out for each task. The side stringers are 1.5 inch wide by 3/8, so I rip one blank to width and split it in half. I'm making all the other stringers 3/4 inch square, so I just rip the rest of the stringers in half. All the stringers are run through my thickness plane to bring them down to the correct dimension. The CNC machine left an 1/8 inch radius on the inner corners of the frame stringer slots. Rounding over the corners of the stringers lets them fit easily in the slots and eliminates the sharp edge. With the stringers and frames all cut, I should be ready to start assembling the kayak. I'll be working on that in the next episode in the series. Please let me know if you have any questions or comments. If you're enjoying this series, please hit like and subscribe to my channel. If you'd like to help support more small boat building videos, please consider making a small contribution through my Patreon site. Thanks for watching and happy paddling!